fibromyalgia. A lot of people are, you know, reporting to be having this thing called fibromyalgia, which, 30, 40 years ago didn't exist. No one ever heard of it. And it's overactive nerves that are inflamed due to inflammation, due to poor diet. It's a muscle, it affects the muscles and the nerves, and it causes debilitating pain throughout the whole body. The nerves are firing off, and they're all, you know, excited, and the nerves are being overly stimulated, which is causing pain, to surge through the body. And there's not a lot of that modern medicine can do, but there is some natural things you can take that are de-inflammatory, have very strong de-inflammatory properties. And so that's something that we are able to help people with. There's so many things. There's so many different conditions, that people are being plagued with. There's, I see a lot of patients with candida that have been diagnosed with candida, with Crohn's disease, with irritable bowel, gastritis, uh, colon issues and things like that. And a lot of times that's due to poor gut health. Anytime you're taking Western antibiotics, the antibiotic kills the good and the bad bacteria in the stomach, which can then leave you void of the good bacteria that you need to help bring a microbiome balance in the system. And so when there's no balance, there's you have overgrowth of candida, you have overgrowth of yeast and different things that can take place in the body. Always remember 80% of your immune system is in your gut. And so having good gut health is critically important. But then being stressed out can cause too much cortisol to jump and dump into the gut, which can then throw off the pH level and throw off all of those things too, and cause the pH to be more acidic than it should, which can cause a whole lot of underlying conditions. So some of the things you guys gotta remember is that you have the power to take your health in your own hands. You can't, just take the report of the doctor. You can't just continue to believe that you gotta, get stuck on some medication and you gotta, take prescription meds the rest of your life. Back in the day, doctors would tell you to eat right, exercise, and take natural supplements. All that changed in the 1940s when Rockefeller changed the whole dynamic of education, and the AMA changed the whole curriculum of what doctors were then being taught. Nowadays, you go to the doctor and you're basically being put on a bunch of prescription meds. The visit is 3 to 5 minutes long, and they're in, they write some scripts, they're out. I might ask you a question or two, and then they're gone. It's not like back in the day where they spent time to really get to know you. When you come here, your average visit time is about 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes an hour and 20 minutes, just depending on how many issues we're dealing with. We really take our time to work with each one of our clients to make sure that they're getting the proper services and treatment that they need, and getting the proper nutrition and the proper herbal supplements to bring forth balance, whether it be herbal supplements, homeopathy, Bach flower remedies, tinctures, teas. We have a whole battery of different ways to bring healing in the body. And we currently make over 150 formulas. So if you're in the Michigan area and you're looking for a holistic practitioner, someone that's an herbalist who can create a specific specialized formula for you to kind of get right to the root cause, then give us a call, place an um, give us a call and schedule an appointment to come in and get the treatment that you need. Um, we can, many times get right to the root cause of our whatever the issue is, and allow the healing to take place. Um, then we have several tools that we can use as well to bring forth healing. To bring forth not healing, to bring forth um, the root cause of many conditions. We use a device here called a Zyto biometric scanner. And this scanner, you place your hand on the cradle, and it will tell us everything going on with your organs, stress points, deficiencies, emotions, the whole nine. It scans 197 parts of your body, letting us know how many parts are in range, how many parts are out of range, and then it allows you to get back to the optimal place of balance and wholeness and healing. And so the scan process takes about 10 to 15 minutes, typically about 8 to 12 minutes. And then from there, we can tell you, all those things. We can let you know how many parts of your body are in range, how many parts are out of range, and then make recommendations to get you back in range. We're currently still running our buy one, get one free sale. So you get 2 scans for the price of one. The cost is only $150, and that allows you to be able to come in, get your first scan, get diagnosed with everything, walk out with your supplements and your plan of action, and then we have you come back 30 days later, rescan you again. That second scan is covered, it's free, and then we can show you how your biomarkers have improved from scan 1 to scan 2. Then we also offer Rife frequency training, frequency healing to those individuals who are really suffering and needing help with holistic remedies, and so needing help with getting to the root cause of different issues. Hey, looks like we're being joined by Selena. Come on over. Come on, pull up a chair. Should be here in a minute. Yeah, so that's one of the things that we do here at the Holistic Healing Center. We help people who've been diagnosed with different ailments and conditions, and who are looking for natural remedies to kind of get right to the root of whatever issue it is. We've been fortunate to be able to help a lot of people with a lot of different conditions. Um, many testimonies are on our YouTube channel at God's Healing Wonders LLC on YouTube. Also on our Instagram page under God's Healing Wonders. On TikTok, Facebook, both, God's Healing Wonders. And follow us, like, subscribe, tune in. Of course, you can catch us here. And we're going to be starting our podcast real soon, getting that going. And so stay tuned to that. And let's see what else we got. Let's talk about the different ways of healing the body from the inside out. So, when you're constantly taking in chemicals, pollutants, toxins, and things like that, your body is doing the best it can through the various ways of cleansing, through the liver, through the kidneys, through the colon, through the lymphatic system to flush out and neutralize and cleanse itself. But many times it needs these herbal supplements to help aid in that cleansing process, because imagine taking a bunch of dirty clothes, putting them in a washing machine and washing them, but you never put any soap in there, any Tide or whatever your favorite soap is. Well, you're basically just rinsing them. And so that's kind of what takes place if you're not adding supplements. The body can do the job, but it can do it a whole lot better if you have the proper supplements to aid in that healing and in that cleansing process. And so, hello, my dear.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I am wonderful.
Good.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so we're just talking about different ways. We're just doing Q&A, different, Q&A.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm excited to be here. This is the day that the Lord has made. I am rejoicing and I am glad in it. Listen, I am on 10 right now.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
I overheard you talking and about the Holistic Healing Center, and I was just thinking about yesterday. Yesterday, we had someone come in who had not been here for a while. And, this is a whole new year. This is 2024. And we cannot do the same thing that we did last year regarding our health. And so what this gentleman did was he said, you know what? I hadn't seen you in so long. I realized that my body wasn't functioning the right way because I didn't have the supplements. I didn't feel the same. Something was different. And then he said, I remembered. I stopped taking the supplements. And it was just a reminder that you have to, take matters of your health in your own hands, because he was saying that, he had been to the doctor trying to figure this out, and he really didn't think that it was, it was the herbs,
yeah.
right? That was helping him.
Mm-hmm.
But when he came in, he was just like, and he was just excited. He was excited that the fact that we were here, and that we were able to supply him with the things that he needed for his health. And he walked out, and he never had, spent the amount of money that he spent yesterday. But he was like, his wife was like, isn't your health worth it? And I said, wow, that right there, that statement alone, your health is worth it. It's worth not going to the restaurant for a week, or if you normally go like 4 times a week or 3 times a week, just take one time out of the week, save that money, and put it towards your health, because I'm telling you, it is so worth it. It is worth it.
Yes, it is.
And then with the dynamics of, how you're able to create based on a person's situation, I just told you this morning how I was just so excited about what God is doing in your life, and how you're able to create by, being at one with the Spirit. And then he gives you, the things that you need to do in order to create, and just to see how it comes from out of your head, written down on paper, and then boom, here's the manifestation. I mean, it's powerful to me.
Yeah, thank you. It's powerful to me too. I don't take it for granted, because anytime you can go somewhere, have a condition,
Yes.
and then someone creates you a natural remedy that has been proven down through all of time to get right to the root cause of that, and then you get the manifestation of what you were believing God for. It's pretty remarkable.
Yes,
It really
yes, it is.
Yes,
it is. And you have some new exciting things coming up.
Woo,
Yes. Some new exciting things. We're not ready to release it yet, but I'm telling you, it's going to be so exciting for our community.
Yes, life changing for our community.
Life changing.
Major impact. Major impact. Gonna make a major impact on setting our community free from some of the things they've been plagued with. So we're excited to be able to bring forth such a powerful tool that's going to really help in setting the captives free.
Absolutely.
That's all we're going to say for now about that.
Yes, it's going to be so great.
Yes.
I don't know if you had an opportunity to talk about the BioScan.
I did. I did go over that.
Okay.
I did go over that.
Good.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you, I was introduced to the BioScan probably about 20 years ago, and it was a major breakthrough for me, major breakthrough in my health, just knowing what's going on with your body. And since that time, I've always been in tune with my body. And I'm sure he probably shared with you about how you go and get an oil change.
Actually, I didn't, not today. But go ahead. Yeah.
Well, no, you go ahead.
It's just you go get an oil.
You go ahead.
You go get an oil change, and they dump the old oil, and they change your filter, and they put you a new filter in and fresh oil. Well, that's kind of how it is when you're getting when you're cleaning the blood and you're cleaning the liver. The liver and the blood are the filters in the body that have to be cleansed periodically in order to aid in your healing and aid into the elimination of those toxins, free radicals, and heavy metals. And so it's very important to quarterly and periodically clean the liver, clean the kidneys, clean the lymphatic system, clean the colon, clean out the parasites. Parasites are attributing to many disorders in the body, many disorders that are misdiagnosed as being one thing or another. The root cause is parasites. And so when you kill those, because remember, don't believe what you've been told. We've been told that, no one in America has parasites unless you've been to a third world country. This is what I've heard many physicians say, and that's just not true. Anytime you eat any kind of pork, you're consuming parasites. I don't care if you cook that barbecue to death. I don't care if you burn it to a crisp. They are still alive. They do not die by heat. And so you have to make sure, and then remember, there you're consuming those meats full of parasites. Pork is riddled in them. Even some codfish has them, and even salmon we've seen it in, and beef. And so you have to remember that those parasites are alive. They lay eggs every single day. Those eggs hatch every 5 days. The parasite, when it gets to maturity, starts throwing up a chemical in your stomach that sends a signal to your brain that makes you crave what it wants to eat rather than what you should be eating. And so this is why.
What's an example of that? Craving.
Oh my God, sugar, sweets, carbs. They love sweets, and so when you have people think, oh, I just got a sweet tooth, and they don't realize the root cause of your sweet tooth is those parasites. They're constantly sending that signal, which is making you think about that Snicker, those chips, that
or a certain type of
cupcakes,
food,
or certain foods and things. Yeah, and so you want to make sure that you're killing them off to mitigate the amount of that is being reproduced in your body, because they travel. They travel. They go to the brain, and they can go all over the different places. They can get in the joints and different things. And so a lot of the conditions that people are facing are really coming from parasites.
Mm-hmm. And the reason that I brought that up is because, like with the bioscan, you're able to really get an understanding of each part of your body, what's going on, and you're able to address certain, parts that may be out of alignment. And when I learned that about 20 years ago, and this is before I even met you, but that my holistic doctor back then, she would work on, certain parts. And I worked on that part for a month, then I would go back and then I work on another part. And I'm telling you, within a year, I was like completely healed and free from ailments, right? But I've learned down through the years, at these 20 years, is to constantly check myself, become more in tune with my body, because sometimes we can go to the Western doctors and they say there's nothing wrong. Like, you're good. There's nothing wrong. But it's something like on the inside of you saying something is not right, something don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? So this is why, this year in 2024, we are really, really asking individuals to take your health in your own hands. If you're feeling a certain kind of way, you've been to the Western doctor, they can't tell you what's going on. How about actually coming to the source? Which is, we say this is not the alternative. This is actually what the choice.
This is the first choice.
The first choice.
Yeah, the first choice. They like to say that holistic meds is an alternative. No,
exactly.
This was first. This has always been the medicine. This was here from the beginning of time. God created the body to heal itself because He's such a good, gracious, and loving God. He also created, over 300,000 medicinal plants around the world that are designed by Him to aid in that healing process and bring healing and wholeness. And so you have to take the things and this has been medicine that even to this day, 80% of the world uses this medicine today, using these herbs for medicine. 80%, even talks about it in the Bible. And so you have to make sure that we are conscious that there are natural remedies that have always been available to us that can bring forth healing and wholeness.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why, having the bioscan, and I do it regularly, and he'll even tell you, like, I need to have my bioscan right now because, something may seem a little bit off, and I need to know what it is that's going on. And then I'm able to go and get the actual product to help get me back in alignment. So I'm very, very excited to actually be a part of, this community of faith, because you got to have faith when it comes down to your health.
You better have faith, man. You better have faith.
Literally.
You need it. You got to have that faith to be able to stand and believe. So one of the first things people experience when they come here is they're going to, sit in the waiting room, the lobby, fill out their paperwork, and we bring them back here in my office. And then the first thing we're going to do after we, get through the pleasantries, hi, how are you, how's your day, yada, yada, then we go into prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And once prayer starts, it's a very powerful prayer of agreement. We're binding, rebuking evil and demonic spirits. We're looking up spiritual root causes of
Mm-hmm.
conditions. We're loosing good health. We're coming in agreement that your body is going to be healed. That the medication you're going to get today is going to do exactly what it was intended to do by God, which is bring forth healing and balance and wholeness and things like that. And so
Yeah.
it's a powerful prayer of agreement that we're going to really enter in on, and that we're on the same page. We're working together as a team to make sure that you have the best version of you that you could possibly get.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, if you are, interested this year in taking your health in your own hands, you want to reach out to God's Healing Wonders. You can Google us. You'll see, reviews. You will also see, our website that's very, informative. It have different things on there. Like if you search up women's health, you'll get all of the different products and things for women health. A lot of women dealing with menopause, thyroid issues that we're seeing common, UTIs and
Yes.
all type of women parts, things happening and going
Bacterial
on, bacteria.
vaginosis.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So you can reach us at 248-289-3308. That is our office number. You can call us. You can go to the website, God's Healing Wonders, LLC.com, in order to, set an appointment. You'll be able to set an appointment right from the website, or you can call that number. Again, it's 248-289-3308. And we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone to say, hey, this is what's going on, and we'll be able to sit down with you and answer those questions. Our office is located at 26771 West 12 Mile Road. It's in Southfield, and we're suite number 106. And it's in the north off of Northwestern Highway in Franklin. Um, it's that little interesting part of Southfield where Northwestern Highway and Franklin goes one way and out another way. But if you just put it in your GPS, I'm sure it will bring you right to our location.
Yes.
So we'll be happy, to serve you. Take your health in your own hands this year.
Yes, and to our clients that are out of state, who may be seeing this, we also can do virtual consultations as well, via multiple different streams with, whether it be Facebook or Zoom or whatever platform that you have. We're available to set that up and then do a virtual consultation. And then the scan, the cradle can be mailed to you. You have to put down a deposit. But we'll mail you the cradle, and then you'll mail the cradle back. We'll release your deposit, and I can scan you remotely and let you know exactly what's going on with your stress points, organs, deficiencies, emotions, the whole nine. And so it's a great tool that we use here to really get, pinpoint and get a very accurate tool to be able to pinpoint the root cause of many conditions that people just many times have not been diagnosed with, don't even know exist, haven't been given a name for whatever it is they're experiencing. Like Selena was saying, they just know and feel that something just isn't right, something's just off, something's out of line, alignment, out of whack. Whether it be a pH or whether whatever it is. And so we were able to utilize that tool to kind of pinpoint and narrow down exactly what's going on, and then we can either offer one of the remedies we already have, or we can create a custom remedy that we need to create for a person. So that's pretty much it for today. We're going to wrap up. We're going to,
Thank you.
shut it
Thank
on
you.
down.
Thank you for
moving.
watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Wellness
Yes.
from the